Hello and welcome to this ZV-E1 Lowlight video. We're currently shooting in S-Log3 on 25,600 ISO, 25 FPS, shutter speed 1/50. I am exposed to 0 stops. I would prefer to be 2 stops over, but the situation is so dim right here that that can't really be done. I'm shooting in the dynamic active stabilization, walking around here on 25 FPS. It's quite impressive, to be honest, considering that I'm shooting handheld and walking right now, which is nice. I'm not really a vloggy kind of person, so I'm a bit checking my shoulders through to see that no one is staring, but it looks fine because no one can really see me due to the low light. But this will be a low light test, mainly focusing on the 12,800 second base ISO and the capabilities of this amazing camera. I'll be shooting on the Sigma 16-28 f2.8. I think the camera is doing a very good job trying to expose for this situation here. It's a kind of challenging situation to try and expose in. Let's get under the roof here. It's finally reaching 2 stops, but it's on the edge for the aperture. We'll keep moving. I don't think I have a career in vlogging because seeing anyone just freaks me out. I mean, seeing anyone looking at me. But I'll do this for the sake of the video and for the sake of showing off the capabilities of the camera here. So we're up on the Sky, let's go. It's a ferry port, but it's mostly used by offshore shipping vessels these days. I'm going to move further in towards Bergen city center, where the Bergen, the famous Bergen World Heritage Site, is located. That's just a 5-minute walk from here towards the south, down there. You know, as a Norwegian, we're out here filming yourself, feeling ashamed, you know. There's nothing really to be ashamed of, but I'm out here with a pretty big camera compared to a mobile phone. I think it's a perfect time to explain a term called janteloven in Norwegian. So it basically goes like you're not supposed to think you're any better, bigger, stronger, stick out in society. So what I'm doing right now, I'm sticking out like a sore thumb, and it's making me a bit uncomfortable, to be honest. It's just the way we're born and bred here, and it's a way of life that comes from birth. You know, there's people all around, and I'm feeling really ashamed right now. So yeah, this is why I don't really vlog, but I'm trying to break out of the janteloven habit, because it's really just inhibiting creativity, inhibiting my wish to share what's around me and have fun on the internet, because that's what I enjoy. So it goes like, and here it comes. I'll turn around for some better light. I'm just going to show my face so everyone can see me, which is it hurts me a bit, but it's okay. You're not to think you are anything special. You're not to think you are as good as we are. You're not to think you're smarter than we are. You're not to imagine yourself better than we are. You're not to think you know more than we are. You're not to think you know more than we do. You're not to think you're more important than we are. You're not to think you're good at anything. You're not to laugh at us. You're not to think anyone cares about you. You're not to think you can teach us anything. So the way this basically goes in Norwegian society is that if you stick out, and it might be sticking out in a positive way, there will always be someone looking at you in a negative manner, because you're sticking out, you're making a show of yourself, you're making something special, or not special necessarily, but you're sticking out. And Norway as a society is so conformal. Like salaries, like the highest salaries we have here are like a fraction of what you get in the US, but the lowest salaries we get here are probably like 10 times in the US or whatever country. I don't know why I'm comparing it to the US even, but yeah. So the level of difference in society here is so low that it kind of forms us into this conformal society, and it's for good and bad, in my opinion. So yeah, that's a quick lecture on the Norwegian janteloven, which foreigners and I guess foreigners moving here will hear about. Yeah. So as a photographer, videographer, I do stick out a fair bit with my camera gear, and right now I'm standing on the street in the most popular area of Bergen, talking to a camera. So I'm gonna shut it short now because this is really embarrassing. We're moving into the narrow streets on Bergen now, in here. Currently alone, as it seems. In the tourist season, this place is absolutely filled to the brim with tourists. Let's see how the Lowlight capability does here. We're still shooting at f2.8, 1/50, 25 FPS, 12,800 ISO. It's quite lonely here at night, and I don't mind. It's nice to see this without all the people walking around. Can you believe all the people come here to see this? Like millions. I don't know, hundreds of thousands probably. Cruise ships and everything coming in through the summer and the spring and the fall. You can see all the houses here are tilted to the left and the right and all over the place. This is due to the age of this place. It's built many hundred years ago, and it's been sitting and settling since then, which leads to these slanted houses, like leaning everywhere. Yeah, so I just got approached like I was a tourist by two girls back here that I needed to ask a tourist some questions. I don't know what they were asking for, but that was kind of embarrassing considering the janteloven and how Norwegian I am. It's it's easy to blend in as a tourist, but when you're asked directly by some Norwegians if you're a tourist, it's like, do I speak English and pretend I'm a tourist, or do I just like switch over and stand in the embarrassment? So I decided to just stay with the embarrassment, which it hurt a bit, but it's fine. It's just an encounter with some randoms, and once you're gone out of their minds. This place I'm in front of now is a fun little place. It's basically a library in the form of an old phone booth. Look at this. So you can go inside here and you can grab a book if there's anything you like, or you can leave books here if you got any old books that you're done with. It's a nice little landmark of this part of the city with the phone booth. So now we're up in the flowers pavilion, and I feel like I am really on display. But we got the upcoming Christmas market's Ferris wheel behind me here. I'm inside of the flowers pavilion, and this could be said to be the very middle of the city. We're in between the Fastplassen, which is where the Christmas market is located. We've got Torgallmenningen behind me here, the big fire spread prevention alley, pretty much, which also acts as a natural meeting place for a lot of Norwegians, and a way to get around the city without going in traffic. Behind me here we got the V-bane stop, or what's it called, light rail? Yeah, the stop for the light rail, like the end stop, which leads to the airport. It takes a while, like 50 minutes, but at least you get all the way from the city center to the airport without stopping onto another kind of transportation. So I think I'm going to end the video here. I hope this has showed off the Lowlight capabilities of the ZV-E1. It's been at 12,800 all the time. I've set it to 3,500 Kelvin. Active dynamic stabilization has been on for the entire run. 1.7 stops overexposed where possible. It's probably been under for a good bit of time. And yeah, I know I'm not the best guide because I don't really know what I'm talking about. I'm just speaking from my mind here. I haven't done any research to what I'm saying or anything. This was mainly to do a vlog kind of video to show off how the ZV-E1 does in these low light conditions, vlogging, talking to the camera. I got this DJI mic on me with the receiver on the camera as well for audio. So yeah, Hope this helps. If you're thinking of getting this camera, I absolutely recommend it. I love it so much, and I haven't really touched my A7 Mark IV since getting this camera. I've been using it for photography, videography of course, but yeah, I bring it for travel rather than the A7 Mark IV because it's so much better for video with the 4K no crop, the active dynamic stabilization, and of course 12,800 ISO. You can't go wrong with that. So yeah, see ya.